Ozzy Osbourne, the enigmatic frontman whose howling vocals and heavy riffs birthed an entire genre, was more than the Prince of Darkness. He was a husband, father, and survivor whose life story rivaled the gothic epics he sang about. In the poignant trailer for the BBC documentary The Osbournes Want to Live in England, released in the shadow of his passing, Ozzy opens up about the anchors that kept him afloat through decades of excess, illness, and infamy. This intimate portrait, filmed in the twilight of his years, captures not the bat-biting madman of rock lore, but a man yearning for roots, romance, and the quiet joys of family, a revelation that humanizes the icon and leaves viewers grappling with the fragility of fame's immortals. The documentary, a labor of love helmed by director Joe Pohlman, follows Ozzy and his wife of over 4 decades, Sharon Osbourne, as they uproot from their Hollywood Hills mansion to reclaim a slice of England in Buckinghamshire. It's a homecoming laced with nostalgia. Ozzy, born John Michael Osbourne in Birmingham's Aston neighborhood in 1948, left his working-class cradle as a teen, trading factory drudgery for the raw edge of Black Sabbath's sound. Formed in 1968 with guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward, the band pioneered heavy metal, their doom-laden riffs on albums like Paranoid and Master of Reality echoing the industrial grit of their origins. But success came with a price: Ozzy's descent into heroin and alcohol addiction, culminating in his 1979 firing from Sabbath and a solo career that exploded with Blizzard of Oz, featuring hits like Crazy Train, that blended theatricality with terror. Sharon, the sharp-witted manager who discovered him at 19, became his salvation. Their 1982 wedding in Maui was a rock and roll vow against the odds. She nursed him through rehab, orchestrated his comeback, and birthed their reality TV dynasty with the Osbournes in 2002. That MTV staple, a fly-on-the-wall chronicle of their Beverly Hills bedlam, Ozzy's slurred quips, Sharon's no-nonsense edicts, kids Kelly and Jack's teen angst, humanized rock royalty, earning Emmys and etching the family into cultural lore. Aimee, their eldest, opted out of the spotlight, forging a path in music production, while Jessica and Louis from Ozzy's first marriage to Thelma Riley added layers to their blended brood. As Parkinson's disease gnawed at Ozzy's mobility since his 2003 diagnosis, and neck surgery's sideline tours, the Osbournes sought solace in return. The trailer opens with sweeping shots of the English countryside, rolling greens, stone cottages, a stark contrast to LA's sprawl. Ozzy, voice gravelly from years of screams and smokes, confesses a homesickness that simmered since 1970. "I feel like I'm finally home. This is my home." It's a line delivered with the weight of exile ended, his eyes misty behind aviators as Sharon nods, her blonde bob impeccable even in vulnerability. Their banter, a hallmark since the Osbournes, crackles. Sharon insists their life is normal, prompting Ozzy's snort, "I wouldn't say we're f***ing normal." Laughter punctuates the pain, a coping mechanism honed over battles with infidelity, Ozzy's 2016 affair confession, health scares, and the 2022 home sale that funded this relocation. Family emerges as the doc's beating heart. Kelly, 40, now a mother herself, reflects on the impossibility of retirement. "You can't be him without people staring. He's Ozzy Osbourne. I don't think it's possible for either one of them to retire ever." Jack, 39, echoes this, his sobriety journey mirroring his father's as they navigate co-parenting Pearl, Kelly's daughter. Ozzy's romance with Sharon shines in tender vignettes. "He's very romantic. He still leaves me little notes. I'll open a drawer and there's a little note from him." It's a far cry from the chaos of yore, when Sharon wielded a frying pan in fits of fury or Ozzy rambled through interviews in a haze. Here in England's hush they dream of doing absolutely nothing. A radical notion for a couple whose empire spans tours, books, I Am Ozzy, Sharon's Unbreakable, and the talk stints. The film weaves Ozzy's legacy with quiet profundity. Black Sabbath's 2017 farewell tour, documented in the end, marked a Sabbath swan song, but solo ventures persisted. Ordinary Man in 2020 with Elton John collapse, a Grammy nod for Take What You Want. Yet, frailty loomed, cancelled dates, a fall fracturing his spine. The doc captures his unquenchable fire. Aspirations for one last UK gig, perhaps Nebworth 25, where he'd howl to hordes one final time. "It was an incredible privilege," Pohlman notes, the footage a time capsule of fulfillment amid finality. Ozzy's death at 76, after a valiant fight, amplifies the trailer's resonance. A eulogy in motion. Tributes poured from Aimee, My Brother Forever, Post Malone, who tattooed Ozzy's face, and Sharon, who vowed to honor his wish for normalcy. The Osbourne saga, from Sabbath's doom to domestic dramedy, reminds us, Beneath the madness, family is the rift that endures. As the documentary promises deeper dives into addiction's abyss, fame's forge, love's labor, this glimpse bids farewell not to the darkness, but to the light it illuminated.